Namaste, it's Marcus again, and this is something we've talked about many times actually, and today I'm going to mention it again because we're living in very trying and changing and very different times than we've ever lived. The whole world, it's not just the UK or America or Russia, it's the whole world is suffering this change. Now I say suffering because when we're going through all this it feels like that, but I know for definite in my mind that the end result of all this change is going to be a world of love, light and blessings. It just means that to get there we have to have a lot of, I love this word, tumultuous times. And that's because everything, in fact there was a video I heard some years back and I quoted him a few times, I can't remember his name now, a nice young American boy, and he said that it's like a snow globe, and it is, it's very much like a snow globe, and everything's getting shaken up so that we can reassess everything, reassess how we live our lives, reassess how we love, reassess how we feed ourselves and others, reassess how we stop the world being destroyed, reassess how we stop killing all the creatures, how we, all these things that are going on in the world. And some people in their religious background have seen all this as the end of days. Well, it is in some ways the end of the old days, the beginning of the new order, the new days. Now it's up to us what we do to help this, and I think no matter what we're going to come out of it, as I suggested earlier, to a world full of love and light. But nevertheless there are those who prefer it the opposite to that, whose job in their minds is to make the world a world where they can gain more power, more riches, more whatever it is they want from the world. Now that's not my view, and a lot of people like me understand where I'm coming from, and there's a lot of good people out there telling the world about all these things that are going on in the dark side of things. I'm not one to get involved in that. I just want to put love and light into the world, and that's what I do with the healing. I just generate love and light into the world, and anyone that wants to come and receive love and light can join our members group and can receive this every 2 weeks. It's amazing. But what we need to do really is to start understanding what's going on and remembering the video I did, keep the fear out of ear, because the fear feeds the darkness. Every time someone who's a light bringer, a light person, who is usually in their heart, gets drawn down into the darkness, into the dismal reality of what might be happening, and thinks that, oh no, the world's changing into this and everything's going to be like this, and once you start going down that dark narrow path, you're going to just give out darkness, fear, worry, distress, all these things that are dark sides of ourselves. And what we should be doing is saying, well, there's a lot of these things going on, but if I do this and that, and ha 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 ha, laughter workshops with Sammy, if we do all this, then our world is going to benefit from it and send light into the darkness. And don't give the darkness any food, because that's what it's like. This side of things, this dark side, feeds off distress, feeds off fear, feeds off hate, feeds off all these negative emotions that are out there. That's what it feeds, that's what it eats for dinner. We give out love and light more and more into the universe, and that food that it wanted dissipates and disappears, because we change it from what it was to what it becomes, which is a part of the love. We transmute all those feelings, and that's what we have to do within ourselves. We have to change anything that comes up that makes us anxious, anything that we read, that we see, and if you watch the news, if you hear things of people, don't get drawn into the negative side of it, because you have to put your positive spin on it and change it. Because remember, I mean, I've been saying this for years, we're these new co-creators who can change our world by our will alone. You know, it's a bit like Dune. We change things with will alone. And we can do that purely by making it so, wishing it to be so. It'll be that way. But only if most of us do it. If most of us go down the dark route and think, oh no, I've been wrong about the light, after all, it's everything is, I won't use that word, everything is rubbish. It's not. It's not that at all. But it's so easy to get sucked in to that darkness. That's how it works. So when you feel yourself being sucked in, just by other people, usually, other people go, wah, 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 wah. You know, oh, it's terrible, oh, this is happening, don't go in the street because you'll be attacked by the COVID. You know, when you hear all that, it won't be like that, obviously. When you hear that, you go, well, I don't think I will actually, because, you know, I'll be sensible, I'll do things correctly, but I'll also generate love and light from myself that'll protect me from a lot of things. Especially negative energy, especially negative thoughts. So I won't attract it to me. I'll only attract loving beings, love-light beings to me. And you don't have to tell them, you can just do it. And as a famous rabbi I love has said recently, you know, it doesn't mean that by being on the side of light and love that you're immune from catching anything. It just means that you got more chance of not being dragged into the darkness if you stay in the light. If, God forbid, you should catch something, then it's either your time to go, or you will bring more light into the world and fight it off. Who knows? We're all here on borrowed time. It's the only thing we can guarantee when we're born. And we're going to go at some point. You know, you could be saved from COVID and, God forbid, get knocked down by a bus. That's just reality of it. So we can't worry about things like that. And all we can do is be sensible. Don't go against the law. You know, if it's, no matter how insensible it might seem, do what you need to do in your own space, in your being, in your environment, those that you love around you, things that you put out into the world, in the media, and into the workplace, and things like that. You know, keep a smile on your face, like that. Keep the fear out of ears, alright? And that's the main thing. So I think that's enough for today. Keep up the good work, keep spreading the light and love. Namaste. See you next time.